Hi Libra, welcome into a general collective reading for you. I hope all is well. Didn't mean to say that. Let's do some shuffling, get a Moonology message or two. If I could shuffle. For Libra. Okay, coming out we have several, but we're going to go with these two. Patience and knowledge. It feels like you're going through a period of knowledge intake and remembering a lot through it all. It might be intertwined with your healing, but I do feel like there's a patience in regards to what you know is meant to come in and maybe what's meant to prosper for you. And this is paying off for you now and more so moving forward. For a lot, for example, it's a business taking off or maybe more so your online presence. Could be the same thing for you. But I do feel like you're going to be releasing moving forward. And it might have already started for some drawn to the reading. Sorry, as I'm a little bit shaky. But it feels like there are certain blocks within your world, maybe due to your spirituality, due to a fear or two. It might be due to what you encountered in the past, rewinding further back. But I feel like there's going to be a focus on colors for you. All right, purple, blue, and black. Reminding you that you're a spiritual master, being drawn to this reading of true peace and comfort for a lot of other people, but one with a lot of patience once again, and old vibes is what I'm getting. But if you think about black, there's a very formal vibe to it. I'm getting that for you as well. One more. A synchronicity, look at that. The time on the clock is going to be significant for you. One of the many ways for spirit to communicate with you. You're going to be pushed to look at the clock for a significance otherwise, and that's going to differ from case to case. You need to remember a time, okay? You need to remember a time when you bought something expensive, even if you regretted it to an extent. You need to remember a time when you overcame one of the many times, and this is going to help you shift on forward as things are going to feel a lot more supported for you. I feel like a lot of it's drawn to the reading, like myself, Spirit's preparing for a negative force in your life to be removed. That could be a negative spirit, right? An evil one, if you will. It could be a bad connection in your physical reality, a toxic one, if you will, but it could as well be maybe a toxic job or something of the sort. It could be where you're living, but I feel like that didn't make complete sense, but let's shift on forward. We have the Magician card coming out and the Two of Wands. When we push you to think about what you don't have, don't let that be a concerning moment, as Spirit is reminding you to manifest in several different ways. Sometimes you focus on what you have with gratitude and you manifest. Sometimes you focus on what you don't have and you manifest. But you're also co-creating a lot more than you know. Now, your world is shifting and changing in a very supportive light, as I'm being drawn to the butterflies here. And I feel like you're going to be learning more about what you're meant to achieve in this lifetime. Some need to write a book. Some need to create a TV show or a movie. Maybe it's more about your online presence for a lot. But I do feel like you're needing to notice where you feel a lack of fulfillment and then ask yourself, how do I feel more fulfilled in that one, if not several ways along my path moving forward? You owe it to yourself. But I feel like there's also a focus on what makes you nervous, all right? And I want to say for some, a fear or two. Flopping out, we as well have the Hierophant card. Due to certain changes in your life, my friend, you're going to find there are numerous reasons to celebrate. It feels like things are just going to shift in your favor more than you can even recognize and believe at this time. You're meant for a lot in this world, and we're going to remind you of that time and time again. And you're going to be feeling very loved. For a lot, again, it could be online. I feel like this is going to be a relationship for some. It could be friends, acquaintances, coworkers, or even a boss figure. And I feel like as well, people are going to be very nosy in regards to what you're doing, in regards to how you're changing, maybe even in regards to what your next step or two is. And they're saying be selective, trust your intuition. Not everybody, or anybody for that matter, deserves to know your Libran business. You're also going to feel like your mood is of significance. It can teach you and remind you of a lot. It can shift things in one, if not several different directions for you. You're also going to find that your mood heals a situation and other people throughout your path moving forward. But I also feel like where you didn't get something intuitively, again, it feels like a blockage. I know Spirit does block my intuition at times. But I do feel like this is going to become super clear for you, and that could be more than one matter at hand or from the past, and maybe even regards to your future as I struggle. I want you to transform more is what I'm hearing. The Nine of Cups and the Page of Swords. What you left behind made room for a wish fulfillment, all right? This could be so many different situations varying from Libra to Libra drawn to this reading, but I feel like you're going to be learning more about this in the upcoming week after the viewing of this reading. 555 and 521. Interesting. You also will be feeling more so like time is moving slowly, as I feel like I've been reading for you for about 20 minutes and it's just now crossing the 6-minute mark. I feel like this is due to life speeding on by too quickly for you, or at least feeling like that recently or in general. And so we're slowing things down a bit. It's going to give you more peace, more harmony, a chance to not skip a beat and to appreciate things more so. And I feel like being drawn to this reading, you already do a pretty damn good job of appreciating and respecting your surroundings. Interesting. Where things feel like they're piling onto your plate, it's not a bad thing. It feels like obligations, opportunities, chances to connect with people. People are going to want to hug you. You're going to want to hug other people. And this is going to heal, to help assist with the connecting or the reconnecting with whoever this ends up being for you. But where you feel like distancing yourself from people, places, and situations, they're saying this is a very intuitive and spiritually guided kind of preventing and distancing. So please trust it, okay? It's this vibe of a lot of which drawn to the reading, working a day-to-day job, and Spirit saying when you feel like calling out a specific day, or you feel like leaving early that day and you just end up doing so because of Spirit, because of circumstances. When you don't feel like you should pick up an extra shift that's offered to you, it's protection, okay? It reminds me of last night. I ended up leaving about halfway through my serving shift at my serving job, and the mood just started to shift horribly, very negatively right before I left, and I was like, okay, goodbye. I'm not sticking around for this. Now, I want to say as well, there's going to be spiritual effects and occurrences taking place as I'm getting a full body of goosebumps, where things were labeled as a negative, because I used to be told that, or used to usually be a negative spirit giving me goosebumps. They're going to be things that turn into positives, right? Because of the support, because of the guidance, because of things shifting for you spiritually in a positive direction. You need to drink a lot more water is what I'm getting, and I know you're trying, but you need to drink a lot more. And you need to reduce bad habits step by step, day by day, because it's all about you living a productive, healthy lifestyle. Things are going to get busier for you, but more peaceful. People are going to feel like watching you, Libra, and this is a key significance, and you're meant to be noticed. I also feel like you're going to be gaining a decent amount, if not a ton, of attention due to your mind, the way you process things, the way it glows, shines, and is increasing in knowledge by the day, by the moment. What you apply yourself to moving forward, and even rewinding back, it's as if it's just going to work, right? It's kind of this Midas touch sort of vibe, or just a lucky vibe at certain points. And purposefulness wrapped up into it all. You're also going to be gaining clarity on what helps you glow the most, and also on new beginnings moving forward. It's as if you have been neglected from time to time up until this point. You have been avoiding certain things, maybe due to fear or worry, or your past, right? And I feel like, again, blockage is definitely coming into play in regards to that. And now it's time for you to have the experiences. It's time for you to live. It's time for you to have the opportunities. It's time for things to increase and shift forward in your favor. It's time for you to remember your worth as that grows and increases, and show people the value that you bring to the table in every single light, in every single situation. It's time for things to improve. Beautiful. Until next time, take care.